Neuroviolence contest of the afternoon. Entering the cage first into the red court. Makes noise for Amai, Goudiaby.
Oh, so we've got another pair of undefeated fighters about to make their way to the cage. We've got Amai Goudiaby, 2-0, fighting out of NR MMA there in Paris, France.
And we had NR MMA kick off our first fight of the evening, currently 1-0, and then I think they got 4 fighters on this evening. I know they'd love to go 4-0 with their man Amai Goudiaby, but he's going to have his hands full, I think, in this one.
And he's coming bouncing down the walkway there. He's got Aschenbrunner in his corner, and he's rocking the French flag. He's a tall, rangy fighter.
And this is it's going to be an interesting one. It's another lucha libre style. We saw with his teammate earlier, you know, lucha libre lends itself well to takedowns, mixing in the ground and pound. Whereas often Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you know, it focuses on the submissions, and it doesn't really teach you how to keep the positions and get the ground and pound going, which is what we saw his teammate do so well earlier tonight.
Exactly, she was able to mix in the strikes, the punches. She was able to fight moving backwards as well, and really dominate even the grappling game, mixing in punches, mixing in those kind of progressions that we see on the ground, which are kind of alien to somebody if you're just working in a jiu-jitsu background, just in a submission fighting background. Lucha Libre stands for free fighting, and that means anything goes, baby.
And once again we see head coach Nicolas Renier in the corner, overseeing his fighter. One of Europe's top coaches. Yeah, exceptionally tall for the 77 kilogram welterweight division. Is that going to be a big factor in this fight? Because he is, admittedly, his opponent, Michael Tomlinson, is pretty big as well.
Yeah, they're both massive.
Now, Steve, I had a little chat with Michael Tomlinson yesterday at the weigh-ins, and I was like, why do you fight? And often people give us some philosophical, slightly mumbo-jumbo, meditate under a waterfall kind of response to that. Do you know what he told me, Steve? He said, I like legal violence.
Well, at least he likes the legal kind. And you know, there are people that just, that's where your adrenaline's going to come from. I always say it's like you've been working on a car for a very long time, and now you get to drive it at full speed.
And he's yeah, he said he wants an outlet for his aggression. He is only 20 years old, but he has been training 3 years at Turbo MMA, and he's exclusively trained MMA. It's not like he came from a boxing or a Thai boxing or a jiu-jitsu background. He's 3 years ago stepped into MMA classes and has been doing it consistently ever since. He can do it all, and he's got the legend Ryan Sahota in his corner.
Yeah, Ryan Sahota in his corner, lightweight champion, former lightweight champion here at Battle Arena. He's got a lot of experience here in the weight class just below where Tomlinson's going to be competing, and you got to think that that's going to have a really good impression and rub off on him. Tomlinson coming in excellent shape as he always does.
Yeah, we know that Michael Tomlinson would love to improve that record to 2-0, and he is looking so big for this division.
It is the first fighter in the red corner, weighing 77.2 kilograms, representing NR Fight Palace. Makes a noise for Amai Goudiaby. And for the fighter in the blue corner, weighing 77.4 kilograms, representing Turbo MMA, makes a noise for Michael Tomlinson.
Here we go, Steve. Amai Goudiaby in the red corner, Michael Tomlinson in the blue.
Both in black shorts.
Tomlinson coming out with the heavy kicks.
Chop into that leg.
Oh, and a heavy left hook. That's some of that legal violence he likes.
Yeah, really snapped the head back there of Goudiaby. Now Tomlinson being pressed against the cage here. We saw some great work from Goudiaby's training partner and teammate, Aschenbrenner earlier in a similar situation, and again we see Goudiaby just maybe not with all that experience here. He's not owning the head position, which is a good point of reference from a defensive point, getting his head into the side here, and he goes for a trip. He's just not there for Goudiaby's got the body lock.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an inexperience there from Tomlinson.
That's why we do this, to get some experience.
He's trying to make space, but yeah, good positioning from Goudiaby, keeping the pressure.
And you see he's now owning the head position, so he's got Tomlinson looking away from where the fight is occurring, and this is where you can hit some really strong knees and some strong takedowns and lifts.
Oh, big takedown from Tomlinson, ripped him to the floor. Oh, reversed!
Only to get it right back, folks. Good use of the whizzer, but you've got to be able to turn it into something, mostly getting your chin on top of theirs. Let's see how that MMA submission work has gone for Tomlinson as he looks to stand back up.
This is I think we've seen before with some of the French teams that have come here to Birmingham to fight in the Battle Arena cage that wrestling has been a little bit of a weakness, but not for the NR MMA fight team. Absolutely phenomenal wrestling.
Free fighting and body lock in here.
So,
wow, and he really pancaked him in there, and I think Goudiaby went in head first.
That is a violent takedown.
Ground is not very forgiving.
Tomlinson's so physical, so strong off that whizzer.
Yeah, that was good. He really made it work for him here. I'd like to see Goudiaby trying to land some knees as he tries to come to the back here.
Gets behind him. Another takedown. Beautiful
Drags
work
him back
by
down. But you
Goudiaby.
see, Tomlinson's got a very deep whizzer there, very, very deep. He's using it quite well. Look at, he's got the inside trip there for a moment.
Yeah.
The knee comes up the middle for Goudiaby.
I'm so impressed by the physicality of Tomlinson. He's just powering out of some of these positions, shoots on himself.
I think he's probably used to bullying folks in the gym, and he's kind of met his match in Goudiaby. Goudiaby will be the same size, similar strength.
Is this where you want a wrestler sit out, Steve, or do they never actually work?
They do work sometimes if somebody's a bit loose.
Oh, he did! Oh, Steve, I called it.
You did call it, man. That was really good. It's excellent. Now he's got the body lock again. Goudiaby keeps going back to that. It's great. Tomlinson steps in for his whizzer throw.
Yeah. They kind of both got the grips they like, I think. Nice.
There, Tomlinson went to it for the third time, and now he's on top. He's pounding down onto Goudiaby. And he steps right into mount. 10 seconds left in this round, and he pops up. And you can see that ferocity in Tomlinson as he's looking to land some big shots even as the round ends. And that's time.
Stunning wrestling from both fighters, Steve. Some brilliant takedowns. Tomlinson slamming Goudiaby into the mat. Every one of those whizzer, kind of judo throws, I thought could actually put Goudiaby out. He's slamming his head down.
Yeah,
Goudiaby sneaking to the back and lifting him high into the Birmingham sky, as you like to say, and dropping him down.
He put him down quite hard, but he wasn't able to capitalize, wasn't able to stay on top, where we saw the exact opposite from Tomlinson. 30 seconds left in the round, gets that big takedown. Goudiaby has to accept it or eat the mat for the third time, and I don't think he wanted to do that. So he accepts the takedown, and we see Tomlinson immediately pass into mount, and there he can do a lot of damage. It'll be interesting to see the different tactics that come out from both fighters. I don't know if Goudiaby is going to be as willing to go into that clinch, and similarly, I think Tomlinson needs to own that underhook position rather than sitting back and waiting for his overhook whizzer.
Here we go. What a fight. What a fight. We've had 3 incredible fights already this evening.
I'm loving this, man. The level of amateur has come up so high. You could easily have thrown these guys into professional ranks only 10 years ago. But here they've got to eke it out in the amateurs and get used to it so that they can continue to polish their performance.
Tomlinson coming with those kicks now. A bit more striking already than we saw in the first round.
Oh yeah, Tomlinson very, very athletic. Goudiaby back in.
Oh, nice takedown.
He gets the takedown this time, and he's on top.
Tomlinson was throwing big kicks and big bombs. That's that legal violence that he loves so much.
And it's always the danger with throwing those big shots, especially kicks, because you'll be off balance momentarily, and that'll be the time to take you down. Now Goudiaby's probably a bit anxious now to make Tomlinson respect his grappling. He gets the takedown, but we saw Tomlinson just stand back up in the first round, as he's working to do again now.
Yeah, and we know that the Turbo MMA boys, they can teach everything, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. He knows what to do from here. It's just doing it against someone as talented as Goudiaby.
Is he working for a Kimura trap?
He's looking for it, but with the
Or is
head
he
as
going
well.
for a head and arm throw?
Oh yeah, I think it's the throw he likes.
Goudiaby doing really well. He keeps trying to sneak to the back. Former Battle Arena fighter and now Cage Warriors featherweight champion Jordan Vucenic just last night was able to take the back in a standing up position and get the choke out. I'm wondering if Goudiaby's going for something similar, shuck to the back and then hop right up onto it, into your hooks and into the rear naked choke.
Oh, again. Oh, Tomlinson. I think he's such a physical fighter. Now we're in round 2 and he's just a little bit more tired. He can't quite use the same amount of strength to force these takedowns. Oh, maybe he can.
Yeah, he gets the opposite trip. It's a little bit more physicality to that. It is very taxing to try to do that throw. Like he's trying to step in, his shoulders ripped way back.
And I think Goudiaby being a bit more positional, not relying on strength quite so much. Oh, who's going to finish on top? It's a bit of a 50-50. Tomlinson gets it. Sliding into mount. Goudiaby's in trouble.
Yeah, he is very positionally in trouble as he pins down that shoulder.
Pinned. Legal violence.
Big shots, and Goudiaby's just holding on here. He's looking to buck and possibly get back.
To jump in.
Big right hands land. Tomlinson's got him dead to rights here.
Oh!
He's turning. Big shots, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. Wow. That's that physicality you were talking about, Chris. Every one of those shots hurt. Every single one of them you could hear on the monitors here. And wow, Tomlinson takes a scrappy first round, turns the tables, and then continues to capitalize on that momentum here in the second, finishing it in 2 minutes and 15 in the second round.
Michael, legal, violence, Tomlinson, what a performance. Absolutely incredible. Steve, what did you think of the stoppage? I felt like it's a little bit early.
The only thing that it looked like the referee was wanting to step in, like you were saying, just desperate to step in.
Yeah.
But there's a good argument for that with Goudiaby turning away and just covering up. There's no need for them to take additional damage if they have essentially shown their stomach, if you know what I mean. Wow, what a shot. I got to make sure that, check this, get our replay. Pounded out.
Pounding at the end.
3 or 4 unanswered shots. That's pretty much your reason for the stoppage there. A TKO victory for legal violence. Legalized violence, Tomlinson.
I can see the disappointment on Goudiaby's face because he had some brilliant moments in that fight.
Jacked is Michael Tomlinson. Well, 1-0 has definitely gone, but Michael Tomlinson makes it 2-0 for Turbo MMA, and he came out, like I said, it was a good metaphor, I think, the racing car, because he definitely put it into overdrive and drove it all the way down the home stretch to the victory. Michael Tomlinson.